here again to continue Doki Doki. We have our controller juiced up. Nothing can stop us. So we just are passing around all the poems, and I'm currently talking to Monica about her poem. She just read mine, and she liked it, which, aside from Sayori that doesn't count, is the only positive review. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, now I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. You got that from her breakfast poem? Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things, too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah, not trying to impress anybody. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Oh, I see. Masking an emotion with another emotion? That's very advanced of you. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Wow. So she wasn't home and her boyfriend cheated on her, and she came home and saw him. I guess. That's what I got from that one. My favorite's not Suki's about the people try. That one spoke my language. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Who was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Oh, tips of the day. This bitch. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. Is this a tip of the day or the paragraph of the day? This is longer than your poem. If you keep your pen in line in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So that was a utility tip. So just move your hand and go with the flow. And that's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Oh, okay. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. I don't know, it's pretty stressful sharing poems. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. It's not as if. It's true. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. Oh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. A literature club. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting away. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. God, I'm a creepy little guy, aren't I? I pretend to go to sleep to listen in on conversations. I stare intently from across the classroom at people's facial expressions. Reading in tandem. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Natsuki, what's with this language? Did you say something about my language, bitch? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I do that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it. Don't put yourself in an echo chamber. God. Which people did like it, by the way, you slut. Sayori liked it, and Senpai Chris liked it too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, bitch. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, unlike your fucking haircut, which I haven't yet. And Senpai Chris liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Oh, the music changed to something very playful. We have a cat fight on our hands. Maybe you're just jealous that Senpai Chris appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Oh, ladies, please, don't fight over me. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Oh, I'm just over here blushing. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oof. Oh, that's a slam, dude. They're getting personal now. This is how women really argue. It all started with fucking reading each other's nice poems. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Senpai Chris started showing up. Whoa. I didn't realize I had that power on women. Natsuki! She covers her chest. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you, bitch, Monica. Shut up. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they had just noticed I was standing there. Yeah, like they ever stopped thinking about me. Senpai Chris, she just tried to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, ladies, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Senpai Chris. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Senpai Chris? Oh no. Well? How did I get dragged into all this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... Oh, who do I prefer, Natsuki or Yuri? Natsuki started being a bitch first, and Yuri's right, you gotta use language to your advantage. That's why I like the use of alliteration. So I'm gonna go with Yuri, even though I like Natsuki's poem better. Did I say Natsuki? I picked the other one. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? But wait! That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, why am I scolding them like the teacher? I'm the teacher of the book club now, and I totally meant to pick Yuri, so I fucked up already. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. Duh. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Oh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki! I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Ugh. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Dumb bitch can't even handle her emotions. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at your faces right now. Fucking face bird. Old school. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. So dramatic. Natsuki! Ugh, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. Oh. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Here we go. Senpai Chris making moves. Sigh. Is everything alright, Yuri? Ugh, I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? She's treated you like a total bitch. You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Senpai Chris. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. Oh, it's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said? About, you know, I would never do anything so shameful to my family. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Oh! Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. Ah, good idea. Just go make me some tea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. That's not one of the chipmunks. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright mostly. Senpai Chris, how did you feel about writing the poems? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. And it was really cool when they fought over me. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Oh, I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do at least a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded myself with newfound determination. Oh, it's Senpai Chris! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Oh, she loves me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? Oh, no. Oh, no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, of course not. Don't be silly. I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I could see why they'd be good friends with you. Whew. You know what, Senpai Chris? It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too, and it's all just so wonderful, and it just makes me so full, and I just love that you're so loved in the literature club, and it's just so amazing and beautiful and special and kind. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? I want to get my dick wet. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah, let's do this. Alright. Should I end with the poem or start with the poem? I think I need to end that part with the poem, and it'll motivate me to come back and write a new poem. Alright. I'll be back for part 9.